I just watched the well, I can't say the season 10 finale of The Walking Dead because they're having 6 more episodes. So episode 16 was really awesome. Pretty much played out the way I figured, just because of just way I figured they were gonna go with the show, and like, they're not gonna kill certain people off, and the only way it would work out was a certain way, and pretty much, yeah, it was what I expected. What was gonna happen. So wasn't really any surprises. Not to mention they've had so many damn like shows and reviews, especially on YouTube. Jesus Christ, there's like so many, and people putting out videos every fucking day, talking about the same shit. And oh my god, AMC released another photograph, let's check it out. And it's like of a fucking elbow and shit, and it's like, he goes, whose elbow is that? Could that be Heath's elbow? Is that Rick's elbow? Whose elbow is that, man? It's like, okay, who gives a fuck? I mean, yeah, let's wait till the fucking episode comes out. World Beyond, very good, very good. I like where it's heading, and I know the purpose for the World Beyond show is to set up the season 11 and set up the movies and stuff and so on. So those were really good. Fear the Walking Dead. I actually had this theory a while back when I first saw the trailer for the teaser trailer for season 6 of Fear the Walking Dead with Morgan. Everybody's, oh, Morgan, he's immune because you see his eyes are red and stuff like that. Well, when I was watching the teaser for World Beyond, before I watched the episode, which was really good, one of the girls on there that's part of the group that venture out from their community says her dad was working on a cure. Well, my theory is, if somebody's dead, you see a walker and you inject it with some kind of serum, it's not going to do it. I mean, they're dead. They've been dead. A lot of these walkers have been dead for months, years, rotting. So as far as a cure, as far as like curing the people that are already turned, maybe if you like freshly turned or something, but even then, I mean, to turn, you have to die. So, I don't see any cure for dying, So my theory is his vaccine or whatever is for preventing getting the virus. So if you get bit, and what I think happened is maybe somewhere along the line, Morgan maybe met up with her dad or somebody that had the vaccine, gave it to him, and maybe when he was because he's had a journey from Atlanta all the way to right now, so no telling who he could have bumped into, maybe at that facility or something, maybe or maybe in the episode, because I haven't seen the episode because it hasn't aired yet or anything like that. So maybe somebody helps him up and like injects him with that, as like a, hey, hey, this guy's a perfect, subject. That's why in the trailer you see, they're looking for Morgan, and you always see a person standing in the background, almost like he's watching, observing them to see like what happens. The same way you would do is if you're running a test on like a lab rat or something, or a guinea pig, you sit back and you say, okay, well, I injected this person with the quote unquote cure or whatever you want to call it. And so it's like, well, let's see what happens, so that's why they're watching them to see, like, okay, I see that the, walkers are avoiding them. And, and like, maybe it's like in World War Z, when they take that, you take the, like the viruses or whatever, to make your body more, I guess, unhealthy, not as healthy, and it kind of like, it keeps the zombies away, whatever and stuff. So maybe it's the same thing. Maybe somebody gave them that shot, and that's why they're observing them, because they're like, hey, it's we're watching to see how it works, and and he's walking through the walkers, and I think he maybe wants to kill himself, and he's all like, hey, kill me, and then it's like, wait a minute, they're ignoring me, and it's but that's my theory, is that either he got that, maybe even like like the CDC or something like that, maybe they knew before the virus hit. Because remember, there was Jenner in season 1. It was in that underground bunker. Maybe they knew about it ahead of time, and maybe they were giving people like how they say, oh, go get a flu shot, or go get this, go get that. Maybe some people got an actual whatever, and they said, oh, it's a flu shot. Oh, I need to get one for my work, or for this, or for that. And maybe that's how he got it, or maybe like when he's laying on the ending of season 5 in the finale, when he's laying on that porch area and he's bleeding because he got shot. Maybe somebody comes and helps him up and like gives him a shot or something like that, or maybe he blacks out and he wakes up and his wounds like been bandaged up or something, and he's like maybe leaning up against the building or something, and he's like, shit, what happened? I was I passed out from all the blood loss, and he wakes up and he's, patched up, and he's, so then he starts on his way, and then that's when that person's up sitting there observing him, seeing like, okay, well, how does he react? How does, the walkers react to him, and stuff. And so that to me makes a lot of sense. And if you think about, this whole thing of, the girl saying her dad was working on a cure, and that was years ago, according to it wasn't, like he's still working on it. It's like he worked on it and then, he disappeared or whatever. And so that's why they go out looking for him in the world beyond. So maybe that's his cure. Maybe that's, the whole thing, hey, that's how we beat it is, all the people that are alive, you give them this vaccine or whatever you call it. And, there's no more walkers, everybody that dies doesn't turn into a walker. Anybody gets bit doesn't turn into a walker. So the walkers that exist, they systematically clear out, kill, whatever that, get rid of them. And then from then on, nobody else gets turned. So that's my theory. What's your theory? Yeah. So that's and so I think the World Beyond episodes are gonna coincide with the movie, and I think the movie is gonna coincide with the season 11, either before or after it airs, so that it's like basically one's gonna set up the other, and the other one's gonna set up another one, and then that's gonna So when you're watching one, it's like, oh, how did they get to that? How did that? And then you watch the movie or whatever, and it's like, oh, that's why they did that, Or vice versa. It's like, what the hell's, why are they showing me this? Or what the hell's this got to do with anything? Then you watch the show, and then it's like, oh, now I get it. It makes a lot of sense now. So, yeah. Anyway, just wanted to share that, let's see what else. Yeah, I just can't wait till February. I think that's when the other 6 episodes are coming out for The Walking Dead season 10. And then later on next year, they'll have the, I guess the other half of like, World Beyond. I think it's 2 seasons, and then they're gonna have the start of season 11, which hopefully, after all this COVID shit, they get back on schedule. And so, this is my first video, as far as The Walking Dead goes. I did one about Cobra Kai. I don't know if anybody out there are Cobra Kai fans, but I have a lot of theories about, and I'm not always right. There are a lot of times where I'm watching something and, a season finale, and it's like, hey, like especially when I forgot what season it was, where Negan, did the whole bat thing on people. Everybody was like, oh, but that one actually got right. Just narrowing it down. The only thing I didn't predict was that Glenn also got killed. Spoiler if you haven't seen that. But if you haven't seen that, then you're stupid. No. But I did pick Abraham. I was like, Abraham seems a logical choice because he's a character we're gonna miss, but on the other hand, he's not gonna like fuck up the story if he dies. You know what I mean? And then Glenn was just like a happy surprise. It was like, oh, you know. Uh, but yeah, I say 8 out of 10, maybe 9 out of 10 times I'm right. So, and then, but sometimes, you know, I get maybe like from my prediction, like 50-60% of it'll be right, 70% of it'll be right, and then it's like, oh well, yeah, well they did go to here, but it was this that happened instead of, you know, whatever. So it's like but I don't know. I've been watching movies and I'm also a writer. You know, like stories and movies and scripts and stuff like that. So I understand the dynamic of, you know, what it takes to make a good storyline, you know, and so I look at it from that aspect, and I'm able to, I guess, from a creator standpoint and from a fan standpoint, I'm able to sit there and like dissect it and be like, okay, well, how's this gonna work? You know what I mean? For future, you know, for the future of the show or the movie or whatever it is how are they gonna go from here? You know, where are they gonna take it from here? You know, if they do like from that bat sequence with Negan, if they kill Rick, you know, that's the show. You know, nobody's gonna watch it. You know, they killed Daryl, we riot. So, you know, if they kill Carl, which they ended up doing later on, fucking morons. But you know, so things like that. You know, it's just you know, like breaking it down about how, you know, what's the best option? What would I do if I was in that situation? And most times, like I said, I'm right. You know, most times I'm pretty much on point or close enough to where it's like, whoa, I was close. Yeah, I knew somebody. You know, I was almost there. I was almost to the mountaintop, but I didn't quite get there. So yeah, I kind of got a sneak peek at the episode. It doesn't air technically till Sunday, the 4th, but it's really good. If you get a chance to check it out, you know, check it out. And not on Sunday, you're in for a treat. It's a good episode. I've heard other people mention this that got to see it like, you know, a week ago. You know, like showrunners and stuff like that. You know, news people, whatever. Whoever they show gives the early screenings to, so they can do reviews on it. The only thing I agree with them was that, you know, the whole fight with Negan and another spoiler. Okay, the whole Beta situation, how he gets dealt with, was a little short. You know, I was expecting a big drawn out, you know, like battle sequence with them. It did what it was supposed to do. I mean, it left me wanting more, and I guess I'm not as pissed off because I know in a few months I'm going to get more. They're going to give 6 more episodes, you know. So, but yeah, it's really good. Like I said, it's my first video. Nobody ever really watches these videos, so hey, you know, if you like it, give me a thumbs up. Whatever. I guess depending on the response I get from this episode, I guess as you can see, I have no budget. I'm not a professional. I don't sit there, you know, and I'm gonna spend, you know, on production quality and using a, you know, something X5 VF43 camera with you know, audio hookups, and I can, you know, whatever. I'm just on a fucking cell phone doing the video, so. But, I mean, if I get a lot of responses, I might do more videos, more predictions, more stuff, you know. But, yeah, so, you know, to all you Walking Dead fans out there, stay dead. Actually, I used to scare the shit out of people for, like, you know, like, I'd wait in, like, in a closet, like at work, and be like, that's my Walker impression. Spot on or no? Yeah, try it again. Ready? You gotta get that, almost like breathing through a tube that has like holes and spit inside of it. I don't know. Some people tell me I'm spot on. Some people tell me I sound like shit. But hey, anyways, if you watch this video, I appreciate it. Give it one of these, and not one of these. One of these. Yeah, love, peace, and zombie grease.